Alright, welcome back to some Plants vs. Zombies. NavyBlueGamer in the house. We got the almanac way back in the second episode. We're going to check it out real quick, because it actually gave us a prompt to check it out, but I chose not to, because I wanted to show it off here. Because you actually have an index of all the plants that you currently have, and it gives you a little description of it right here. I don't really plan to show off any of these, but they're pretty cool. But you also have an index of the zombies, and you can actually like kind of read up on them as well. I might have another episode dedicated to reading through the almanac, but we're not going to do that now. So instead, we're going to start level 3-1, which actually brings in a new mechanic, which I'll talk about in a moment. But first, oh well, I should probably go through this first.
Looks like the zombies gave up attacking your front yard. Now they're trying your backyard. And to top it all off, you can't even use your mushrooms, because you'll fall asleep during the day. Well, isn't that just dandy?
Well, yes, indeed. Okay, while I'm selecting the plants, by the way, Lilypad, make sure you have this. Very helpful. While I'm selecting my plants, you might remember that I had a live audience in the last episode. Well, here's the man himself.
Yes, I have been promoted from live audience to co-commentator.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Crazy Cube Dude. If you have been watching NavyBlueGamer for a while, you may recognize my voice instantly. You can go find my channel, and yeah, there I am. I'm helping him out with some PvZ, although he clearly does not need any help.
I should hope so, at least.
I know, right? I do have experience with this game myself, probably just about as much as him. He seems to be planting plants.
No, I never would have guessed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that the backyard compared to the front yard has 6 rows instead of 5.
That is correct, actually. 4 of the rows are the typical rows that we've been working with, but 2 of them are with a pool in the middle. So we're going to deal with some zombies that will be coming in through the water. The reason we have these lily pads is so that we can plant stuff on top of them. Very useful utility, so that the zombies can't like completely
just
bypass
Michael Phelps their way through your defenses.
Sure, we'll put it that way.
I'm sorry, I picked the only swimmer I knew.
Fair enough.
I don't follow sports like that. And we're gonna get a nice little spadow.
We already got the achievement for it long ago, though, so we're
okay. Oh yeah. The water variant actually does add a lot of extra variety and challenge to the upcoming levels. And,
oh, absolutely.
They do provide their own interesting pains to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Though I would
honestly,
still...
I think I'm just getting all I'll need is 4 rows to work with, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because look at that, I can already start planting repeaters.
When I actually, it's funny that you are still using the potato mines, because those are probably one of the most underutilized plants to a beginning PvZ player. At least that's how it was for me. I never used them until it was actually PvZ 2 that I started playing, where I realized how useful they actually are.
Oh, absolutely. The reason I only use potato mines usually in the beginning of the level, and that allows me to build up sun so much more than if I were to just plant regular plants.
Exactly.
Not only that, but because of how the level structure works in these. Either when all the zombies or most of them are killed, it'll usually send in a new wave. But also, if a certain amount of time passes, will that happen as well?
Mm-hmm.
So, after a certain amount of time has passed, it'll start a new wave, which usually by that point, the potato mine is at least close to being fully recharged. You can just plant another one and keep building up sun.
Exactly. It's also a fun strategy. If you have the space for it and you have a powerful enough defense, you can just make your entire back row nothing but potato mines as kind of a last-ditch, effort.
I usually don't do that because I'd like to have that space for sunflowers and not have to push everything forward and risk.
Yeah, like I said, if you can strategize and have the space for it, it's just a fun little tactic. I've done it once or twice.
There is one more aspect of the pool levels that we haven't seen yet, but we're about to see actually right now with a huge wave of zombies.
Yep. This is one of the pains I was talking about.
And final wave.
There they go.
And look at that. Instant graves that you actually cannot destroy.
Mm-hmm. And when you are there, you would be correct to think that if you have plants more towards the beginning, then all the zombies will pop up in the middle of your rows no matter what and start munching.
Yep.
Destroying your putting a complete hole in the middle of your defenses.
Yeah, the furthest out I would put any sort of plants period in pool levels is 6. And those plants specifically should be walnuts or another defensive plant, which we'll actually run into in, I don't think in this episode or in this, but within the next 2 episodes.
Or instant death plants such as what you just picked up.
Hey, want to buy an extra seed slot? It'll cost you 5,000, but you'll be able to choose 8 seeds per level instead of 7. Oh, I actually already have that much because I got a diamond in the last episode. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because that gives us an 8th seed slot to work with, which honestly is a little early to be having this.
I think so,
but
yeah.
you know what? I'm not
so.
Complaining.
Oh, not at all.
I'm not complaining about that.
It's nice for veteran PvZ players, but it's just because, you know, we can bring more fun stuff to play with.
Of course.
But it's yeah, I would say it's a little early to have that.
Listen, I'm not complaining. I'm taking advantage of that.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, absolutely.
I've just been getting really lucky with the money drops, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. Although I do think that just by nature, the game gives you enough to either just barely afford it or, you know, at this point in the game.
Like, I've gotten 2 diamonds already in this playthrough, I just realized. Yeah, you're not likely to find even a diamond at this point in the game, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I really am looking out so far. That's alright. So the new plant that we got here is a squash. I'll get into more of what this guy does in a minute. But I could use this in conjunction with the potato mine. I would be fine for a little while, but it's not really necessary to do so. Instead, I like to hang on to the squash, for reasons you'll see in a minute. Because I noticed that we have bucket heads as well as football zombies to deal with.
Yeah.
So...
Okay, yeah, I was right. I remember. Yeah, the potato mine takes about 4 spaces for a zombie to walk before it's ready.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a fiasco a couple episodes ago. I'm surprised I actually did so well in that.
Yeah, I remember.
Alright, I should probably plant that. That might be helpful.
If you, I don't remember if you've mentioned this yet, but, if the zombie has like 1 or 2 hits to go and it starts munching on your plant, it won't automatically, the plant will still keep attacking until it does eat through it. So you can just get off that one last shot and save your plant.
I mean, we've kind of seen that already with level 2-3.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think that was really necessary to explain. However, it's still good to know.
Well, I have a habit of explaining a lot.
Ooh, I got a present! Minigames unlocked. Play them from the main menu.
Oh, nice.
I'll show off the menu in the next episode, but we're not going to do any minigames for a little while, other than what we go through in the story mode.
Now, how often do you use your snow peas?
Snow peas, I try to use them if I have the time to. Like, I know I will have time to in this level, so I'll make it a point to place them down. But in the last level, I just simply didn't have enough time, so I didn't plant them.
Right. In PvZ 1, I'm very much of a pea shooter guy. I use all the different pea shooter varieties, singles, doubles. I won't spoil.
Yeah, there's another pea shooter we'll be getting during this series, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yep, I won't spoil other pea shooters or other plants in general. But yeah, I'm very much of a pea shooter variety.
I'm personally more of a fan of plants that we have yet to see, actually. A type of plant we've yet to see.
I think I know what you're talking about.
But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah, it'll be a while. If I'm thinking about what you're thinking, it'll be a while.
This is the reason I hang on to the squash, actually. It's pretty much instant kill.
It is, and it is... Bleh. It does
we're just gonna say it's instant kill for now.
It does exactly what
you think it does. It squashes.
It does. That's what I was trying to say. It sounds like exactly what it sounds like.
It's a squash. It does its namesake.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Throw in Super Paper Mario.
No, you're thinking of Thudley.
Thudley. Well, technically all the pixels in Super Paper Mario kind of did that. But that's a different game.
Yeah, we're not talking about Super Paper Mario. We're talking about Plants vs. Zombies, you idiot.
I like this series, too. I love this series. When Garden Warfare came out, I was all over that. Even though I couldn't play it.
Oh, here's a neat strategy, actually. I'm actually going to plant a couple walnuts up here. Just like with what we've seen with the chompers, we're not going to get a chance to see it here, but just in case, like, any zombies spawn up here. If a zombie were to eat a plant in this tile, and it squashes in the tile next to it, it'll still notice a zombie and will still kill it.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Most of the plants will do that. Like, say I call it the piranha plant.
The chomper.
Yeah, the chomper, for example. If a chomper is placed in front of another chomper that's already eating something, the chomper behind it will grab the next zombie.
Yeah, I don't like having chompers without the walnuts in front of them, though, because if they're vulnerable, then, honestly, yeah, that ain't good.
Chompers, for me, are kind of, I actually use them more of a one-hit, kind of a one-trick, one-shot deal. I usually don't have a line of defensive chompers.
Yeah, the only reason that I would have, like, a line of defense of them is that they're pretty expensive to begin with.
They're only 150.
Yeah, but the cherry bomb's used for that instance. In that case.
Yeah, I actually almost never use the cherry bomb. If I grab the cherry bomb, if I'm like, if I know that there are going to be zombies that I just really don't want to deal with, such as zombies we will be getting to.
Okay, you'll be fine. I'm gonna use that against the football zombie because the football zombie sucks. And we don't want to deal with it. Blow you up.
Yeah, I basically use the cherries if I'm lazy and just don't feel like waiting for the level to be over.
Well, that's what I kind of have to do because I am doing a video series on it.
I know.
That walnut's seen some things that it can never unsee.
That walnut's been through a few things.
Ah, this is one of the guys you're talking about.
Yes, it is. I didn't realize we'd be picking it up this soon, actually.
I honestly, to be honest with you, I thought we were going to pick it up the next episode.
Yeah, something like that. Next or maybe the one after that.
Well, I always split it in two.
Yeah.
So it would have been either this episode or next.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, I do like to use him a good bit.
So
when you can afford it and when you have the time to build up a complete 5 rows of that, it just gets to utter insanity, especially with a plant that we will be getting later.
Yeah, I don't see a particular use for doing an entire row of 3 Peters. I have a different strategy I like to use for it. However, I do see what you mean, but I just don't like it because if you plant it on the edges, then it actually doesn't allow you to.
Yeah. That obviously you want to stick them in the spots where they're most effective first. That's why I said if you have the time and the to make a whole row of 5, it just becomes utter chaos. But at that point, it's kind of just extra damage for the sake of extra damage.
Right.
I'm fully aware of that.
yeah, I will definitely show it off. And this does change my setup slightly for the sunflowers. I'm going to leave this spot and this spot open. I'm still going to fill the rest of it with sunflowers like I normally do. I'm actually going to wait to plant it for just a moment. There we go. Perfect. That worked out nicely. Alright. I don't think I ever finished my thought. I'm being mean to Crazy Cube Dude because I have the headphones in my computer. So that it doesn't bleed out into the microphone and cause issues. But I currently have access to both the headphones, and he's just sitting there not even being able to listen to the music.
I've heard the music more than enough. I know what it sounds like.
Alright.
And I know what, and I can read the visual on screen. The zombies are coming.
That's not the most desirable thing to see, to be honest with you, but no. That's alright.
And spit down and replace you.
That's alright, we'll make it work.
Yeah, it has enough time.
Well, I'm just more so specifically saying because I still have to wait for it to recharge while that's there. But we should still be fine.
Oh yeah, you'll have plenty of time.
Alright, and we already have the repeater. I'm going to wait to plant him for a little bit. Spadow!
Ka-chunk.
I have enough for the three-peater, actually. That's funny. There we go. Plant it.
I would have done it one more back, but that's just me.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go ahead and plant a repeater here.
I thought you grabbed the three-peater for a second. I was like, no!
No, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. See, I had enough time.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me. I've done that so many times.
I will plant the three-peater there.
I've done that so many times where I think I'm grabbing the right plant and then I place it in the wrong spot and I'm just like, no! I immediately have to dig it up and put it somewhere else.
Okay.
Actually, it's more like dig it up, wait to have the sun again, then plant it.
Yeah, I did that a couple times. And by a couple, I mean more times than I care to admit.
Every PvZ player's done it. It's like getting hit with that laser in Smash.
I'm trying to think of what you're referencing to.
Star Fox stage. Corneria.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's like getting hit with that laser. Everyone's done it. Except there was the time where I said, yeah, I've never been hit by that laser. That match, I got hit with the frickin' laser.
Oh, that's great.
I'm just like, Karma, I hate you.
Karma can be mean, I know.
Wow, I'm really quiet today.
What do you mean?
I'm just looking at the mic spikes, and I'm like, I am quiet today.
Nothing a little bit of editing magic can't fix. Oh, darn it.
The magic of video editing.
Yeah, we didn't really talk too much about it as we were just in conversation. But the three-peaters shoot down the lane that they're on, as well as to the lanes adjacent to them. So even if there are no attacking plants in a certain lane, if you have a three-peater in the adjacent lane, you'll still be able to attack in that lane. So that's cool.
And that brings into why you don't want to put the three-peaters on the end first, because you'll only get that lane as well as the lane below it or above it, depending on where you placed it.
Yeah, and that's not the best scenario.
But you can see the bullet storm that's coming towards these zombies. Imagine if you have 5 of those.
Oh.
Or even 6.
Oh, here's this guy. This guy looks like a jerk.
This guy's that guy. Those guys are one of the biggest pains of water levels that I was mentioning earlier.
That's alright. That's why we have to squash, though.
And I believe, if I'm correct,
we do get a plant soon that will be very helpful against them.
Yes, actually, it's probably the plant I've used the least amount of times ever, just because I just go with the walnut or squash strategy for those guys.
Oh yeah, you can also use the walnut, but I prefer the squash personally.
You can make them. Obviously, they have to go. They have to come up to eat the plant.
Well, it doesn't even have to come up. Like the squash just notices it.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm talking about with the walnut strategy. It has to come up to eat the walnut, and then it can't avoid your bullet storm.
Now, if I don't have the squash ready, I will use the walnut strategy, but otherwise I just tend to use the squash.
Yeah.
Because it's available to me.
Right.
The only exception is if there's like a football zombie and I'm just like, yeah, that needs more immediate attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Because those guys just suck.
You will never find I believe you will never find a football zombie in the water.
No. Because football zombies can't swim.
Right.
Actually, there is a funny
You try swimming with that gear on.
It's not fun.
No.
I wouldn't know from experience, but it just doesn't seem like it's fun.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good idea.
And here we go again. Okay, I am going to use the walnut strategy for this one. But that's because I can do this. And I kill a bunch of zombies
Yoink.
at once.
If
the zombies are clumped together like that,
I was just about to mention that.
The squash will actually kill all of them at once.
It's not.
Oh, hey, look, we were just talking about this plan.
It's like this game knows us, or do we know the game?
I think we just subconsciously know the game. That sounds about right.
I think so, yeah.
The Tangle Kelp.
I think they ripped off a Pokemon, just saying.
Alright, now. Yeah, this Tangle Kelp is what's going to help us against these snorkel zombies. But, we'll go ahead and get...
Because it swamps things, them.
I'm just contemplating. 3 pages I don't think are going to be very helpful to me. For this level, at least, so I'm going to skip out on it.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are there are there ever zombies that can Yes, there are.
Don't say anything.
I'm not.
Don't say anything.
I'm not.
I know what you're going to say.
I'm not.
Just don't. We're going to get there when we get there.
After the recording, I want to know if you actually knew what I was going to say. But yes, I remembered it, and I'm not going to say it. Those are a pain too.
Okay, so the Tangle Kelp I just kind of like to plant when I can. Because they're very nice utility defense in the water. Wasn't where I was trying to plant it, but it's going to go there eventually anyway, so it works out.
They're nice to plant for, if for nothing else, when you do get that final wave where they all come up.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they could just...
That's why I started in the sixth
exactly.
right here, because this is the furthest in they'll start it.
Just like, oh, we're gonna come up and attack, and yoink, nope.
Get down.
It's like, and down you go. You're coming with me.
I mean, just look at those eyes.
Uh-huh. They're gonna drag you into a watery abyss.
Perfect. We're getting everything squared away here.
Can't wait till you get to Crazy Dave shop.
I'm a little curious to know when I'm actually gonna get to that point, to be honest.
Right after this stage, just watch.
You know, from how things have been going so far, I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, after this level is 3-5, so maybe.
Here we go.
If not after this level, after next level, maybe.
If it is after next level, then I'm gonna have to show it off in the next episode. If it's after this episode, then I'll show it off real quick. Or after this level. Oh my goodness.
Terminology. I'm definitely gonna be recording when I get home.
Got you in the mood?
Yeah, a little bit. But I gotta get the game on my computer first.
Oh, fantastic!
This guy.
I love this guy. No, I don't. Here,
I was about to say,
slow down.
Nobody loves this guy. Yeah, the ice peas are super helpful for those guys.
Snow peas.
Snow peas, whatever. Like, what did we just get through saying? Terminology be darned.
I try to use the proper terminology, though, because I think it's important to keep everything in
Goldilocks,
check, if you will. Alright. I'll just let the Tangle Kelp do its thing. I'll plant you there in the meantime.
I was gonna make a reference, but I'm gonna avoid the copyright strike.
What was that?
Me trying to do the tune and failing miserably.
Okay, I don't think we've established this with the viewers, but we personally have established that you cannot sing, so do not sing.
I wasn't trying to actually sing. I was just trying to make a reference without getting a copyright claim. Because you said do your thing, and I was gonna make that reference.
Well, don't ever do it again. How about that? Is that fair?
On my channel, I can do what I want.
Okay, you can get copyright strikes on your channel. That's fine.
I meant I can make a parody singing on my. Oh!
Here's the new guy. Boop. What was that, by the way?
Me realizing that the zombie that you make?
Yeah.
That's the lead zombie. I didn't realize that.
I only talked about this in the second episode.
I know, but I wasn't paying attention that closely.
Then again, when's the last time you paid attention, period?
Let's see, there was sophomore year.
Nope.
No, I failed miserably there too. Theater class maybe? Maybe it was geography, because I remember where Chile is on a world map, but that's about it. I can locate Chile on the map. That's what I took away from geography class freshman year.
You know what? Fair enough. I do know where Chile is as well, so we're clear. But yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering why you weren't picking that sun up. You got to get your vitamin C there.
This ain't my vitamin C.
Well, you're using it.
I'm actually pretty sure it's not even vitamin C anyway. I'm pretty sure it's vitamin D. No, that's for that's not for that.
Is vitamin B?
Science, tell us. Put it on the screen right now. And we're gonna learn something today. Because honestly, I don't know.
I don't remember. I think it is vitamin D.
It might be. I don't know.
I think it is vitamin D. I'd put money on vitamin D.
Okay, well, I'm not, because I need my money.
Well, I need my money, too.
So we're just kind of doing our thing. I'm actually going to put another row of repeaters.
Yeah,
I should probably,
The symmetry bothers me.
There we go.
Yeah, my OCD kicks into high gear when I play PvZ.
Yeah, no, I kind of had to put my, I kind of had to put that aside in level 2, 3, because I was just like, oh, well, zombies are getting through. I'm just gonna do what I can to survive.
Yeah, when push comes to shove, I do what I need to do, but it kills me on the inside. When you have those the conveyor belt levels where you're not in control of what plants you have, and you're trying so hard to make it symmetrical, and it's just not working.
Alright, I can go ahead and plant another walnut. And look at all those plants here. Woohoo!
Yeah, when you get, in some levels, when you get to this point, it's basically you sit back and let the game play itself.
Now, there is an achievement to getting 8,000 sun, and I don't think I'm going to be getting this achievement here, not even close. But
No.
it's important because if you do have time to, and you're looking to get all the achievements, it might be worth continuing to build up sun.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, planting things as need to be.
Now you only have to do you have to just collect 8,000 sun total in the level, or do you need
You need 8,000 on the counter.
You need 8,000 in the bank. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the Tangle Kelp will recharge just in time.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be fine. And
Yeah, it's a
boom.
lot easier to get with a later plant.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm a lot happier with the way they handled it in PvZ 2, just saying.
I'm gonna have to do the squash technique here.
Mm-hmm.
which is okay.
Fun fact, this is the closest to relationship to plants and gardening and vegetables that I'll ever have.
It's funny you mentioned that because the cherry bomb would be a fruit in that case.
You right.
So...
Whatever.
Boing.
Yeah, that's what those guys do.
Well, no, it's not like we haven't seen it before.
I will say, one thing I do like about this game in terms of what plants you get and whatnot, no matter what zombie challenge or zombie ability they have, at some point in the game, you will have a counter for it. May not be immediate, may not be for a little bit, but you will have a counter for it at some point. You will get a counter for everything.
Right.
It's not like you're just completely screwed if one type of zombie, one special zombie shows up.
Just for symmetry purposes, I'll plant a lily pad there for you.
Thank you. That bothers me.
Because I know that bothers you a lot.
That bothers me.
Oh!
What did we just say? What did we just say?
Okay, actually it does make sense because we are going to a level where plants don't really matter. Now you can visit Crazy Dave's shop. And it just automatically takes us here.
Hey, you found my car key. You know what that means. Crazy Dave's
Wait, what does it say?
Twitty Dinkies is open for business.
Twitty Dinkies? I thought it said Twinkie Dinkies.
Twitty Dinkies.
Have a look. See if you can't find something you like.
So yeah, we were talking about in the last episode how you can actually purchase plants from Crazy Dave. This is how you do it.
That's also how you the easier way to get 8,000 sun.
Yeah, but it also costs quite a bit of sun, and it takes forever and a day to recharge. So,
and you have to.
But we'll talk about these plants when we get to them, which won't be until after we're done with the main story. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
This extra seed slot will let you choose 9 plants per level. This is quite expensive, but it is worth your time to build up to this.
Well worth it.
Well worth it. We're gonna buy the pool cleaners right away.
Yes.
And then this here, I'll show it off in the next episode, but this basically acts as like a free, whatchamacallit, potato mine, but it's set a bit further in, which is why I don't typically like using it.
Yeah, no one uses those.
But I'll make sure to, actually, no, I'll do it now to show it off.
Okay.
But yeah, the pool cleaners, I'll show it off after this.
Funny thing about the zombie process, sometimes it makes it come out real little. Real little and real mean. Defend your shins!
He doesn't. Oh, defend. Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's fun time.
Oh, okay. There we go. But yeah, back here there were lawnmowers here. If a row of zombies were to make it to the end, if these were still lawnmowers, the lawnmowers would just go kaput.
They would take care of whatever zombies were at the front line, but nothing beyond that. Basically, this is a lawnmower for your pool.
Yeah. Yeah. This allows it to go all the way across. So. That's what the zombies sound like.
I do believe these guys have a lot less health than their normal, regular-sized counterparts.
Oh, definitely.
But counter to that is they are much faster.
Yeah, like this guy here. He's just going. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to waste one of these because I can't do that right now. Okay, well. Here's hoping.
Come on. I don't think so.
Oh. There we go.
Hey.
I'm going to put you there. For now.
I was about to say...
I'm getting a lot of cherry bombs. Let's go ahead and use one.
I was about to say I'd use a cherry bomb right there.
I'm going to use a cherry bomb when they get up to that one.
Right.
I need more... I need more freaking, what are they? Pea shooters. Where are the pea shooters?
I know.
I don't need walnuts right now. I need a freaking pea shooter. Thank you. Plant you there. Okay, I'll plant you there for now. Okay, fine. I'll just do that. Alright. Now we just need one more pea shooter. Please give it to me. Thank you. Now I have something going on in all the rows. I've just been getting so many cherry bombs. I'm just like, what do I do with these? Yeah, I don't think we get anything stronger than the pea shooters though, so.
Mm-mm.
There we go.
If you accidentally use a cherry, I know what I'm gonna say.
What if I use it purposely?
Oh, I don't know.
Would you still say it?
No, because it wouldn't apply then.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you know the joke I was gonna go for?
No, I don't.
If you, like, say you accidentally misplace a cherry and it didn't hit absolutely anybody, I would say, well, I guess that attempt bombed. I'll show myself out.
Please. Because I don't ever want to hear that again. Why aren't you gone? Get out of here.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, dude. Sit back down.
I was gonna go shut the door to make it look, or to open it and shut it, make it look like I left. Just for jokes.
Well, it sound like, because I can't see you.
Yeah, well, you know. Get out of my house.
Get out of here! Alright.
Final wave.
Final wave. You know, it was a rough start because I was not getting any pea shooters.
I was about to say, you weren't getting any pea shooters, now you have nothing but pea shooters.
Well, I'd rather have more pea shooters than
Well, yeah,
fewer,
you'd rather have a lot than nothing.
Oh, I didn't even need to plant anything in that row, darn it.
Oh, well. Wow.
It's fine. Alright, and...
Not gonna waste a walnut.
There's no point. Hey, look. I like this plant a lot.
I like it. I use it occasionally.
It's the jalapeno. Or jalapeno, whichever you prefer. It's actually jalapeno, but whatever. Okay, but anyway, we're done with this episode, and I just want to thank Crazy Cube for joining me for this episode.
Thank you for having me. It's always fun. I do love me some PBZ.
Yep. And then next episode, I'll show off the minigame screen, and we'll just go from there. Well, I guess one thing I could show off. These little flowers here, you could actually click on them.
I actually didn't know that.
To interact with them, yeah.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
So, yeah. A little tidbit there for you. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys in the next episode. It'll just be a solo adventure this time around. It'll be just me, so Robert will be kicked out.
Per the usual.
All right.
Yeah. See you guys later, and you can find me again on my channel at Crazy Cube Dude, and I'm gonna be posting content very shortly.
Woo! I'll leave a link to the channel in the description below. All right. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.